as we make our way to Biz Saturdays. You all know what it is. That time of the day again. So, normally we are at 12 p.m., but today, not today. I had a training. If you've been following me, you probably already know that I had a training today about queering straight Black relationships at Modern Sex Therapy Institute. So today we are starting at 2. So happy Saturday, Candace. Glad you are here. Glad you made it. So that is where we are at the moment. So I am happy to be here, happy to start streaming, and hopefully y'all are good with me coming on at 2 o'clock instead of 12. But we'll be back on same bat time, same bat channel next week. So I'm gonna light my own rose candle here. I haven't even, gotta set the mood, y'all. Set the mood for yourself. So yes. Mason, where am I from? I am from Northern California, San Francisco and Sacramento to be exact. Made my way to Atlanta, and now I am in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, or Taino-Tequesta Seminole Territory. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That is where I am at right now. So, hey, how you doing? So if you're new here, that is perfectly cool. Just know this is a Ask Me Anything. So if you have any questions around your business, around your adult brand, around your S-based business, whatever it is, you can feel free to submit your question to me at qrco.de/successama. That's SEXCESSAMA. And I'm happy to answer all of those lovely questions for you there. So this week has been a lot going on. I had a lot. Like I said, I have my presentation today, so just a lot of things happening. And SDS Con is going to be happening in just a few short weeks. I can't believe we are within 2 months of it happening. So I'm just kind of like, whoa, what is happening? So, it's just something to think about as we are on our way. So, last week, nothing was happening because I was in Houston for our event, SOL, S on Lean, and so that was fine. We had a really great time. Our venue ended up not having any power, and so we went with a different venue last minute. Turned out to be actually probably the perfect venue. Worked out really fantastic. We had a really good group of people. It was cozy, intimate. We had some good food, some good drinks, and good people, good energy. So we really enjoyed our time in Houston. And so that's why there was none last week. But I'm here this week with you all. But last week, because I didn't speak about it, I did want to talk to you, about a little bit of things, right? We have, I wanted to talk to you last week around like merchandise and writing and books, right? Because July is the month of diversifying your income, right? So if you're not familiar with what diversifying your income is basically like trying to find different sources to pull in your income. And I think that is the life of an entrepreneur, not only like selling your product or services, but also thinking about how you're pulling in the work in different ways. And so it is a, what did I say? It's a very, it's a way to make sure that you always have money in the bank. Because if you just have, the majority of your money somewhere, then all of that money gets lost, right? Similar to like if you were working a corporate job, you working a corporate job, that means that, all your money, if you lose your job, then that money is gone, right? And so then you're thinking about, oh my God, what do I do next? What needs to happen next? And um, that can be very daunting, right? Um, so so yeah, diversifying your income is super, super important, which is why the month of July is dedicated to diversifying your income. And so there are several different ways to diversify your income. And so last week I was going to talk about merchandise, writing, books. All of these things are really great ways to diversify your income. Writing is really great because you establish yourself. You establish, what you want to write about, how people are learning from you, and it really helps to curate your audience and what you want them to hear, or what do you want them to see, what you want them to read, right? And so, with writing, I think it's really great because you can write for, you could be a journalist or you can write for different people. I've definitely been contracted out to write articles for various people. I remember I was contracted out for a sex and pregnancy article, right? So something along those lines, that you can, get money for, just for writing, right? If you have something to say, people want to hear it. And then the other way really is books. So, you can write a book. If you haven't been familiar with my book, The Ultimate Guide to Seduction and Foreplay, it's over there. I thought about getting it, and I was like, I'm good. Hopefully y'all have read it or know what it is, but The Ultimate Guide to Seduction and Foreplay is a book that I co-wrote with Dr. Jess. And we just we took 2 weeks out of our time and just hammered and just worked on that book day in, day out. And, I think books are a really great way to diversify your income because not only can I bring my books with me to maybe an event or something like that, but I can also, sell them online, and they're the royalties, right? So the royalties are always going to be coming in, hopefully. And so with those royalties, I get a check, I think it's quarterly or something like that, or I forget, maybe twice a year. I don't know how often it is, but I get a check. And when that check comes, it's nice, right? Because you're like, yay, I got a check. And you didn't have to do anything for it except for those 2 weeks of working, of doing the thing or promoting your book, right? So I'm always like the training just that I had at MSTI. A lot of the exercises that I talk about are in the book. So hopefully people will go like, oh, she talked about this exercise. It's in this book, right? The Ultimate Guide to Seduction and Foreplay. So hopefully they will, get a chance, get the book and see what's really going on, right? So I think it's super, super helpful to have a book and, get those royalties and get that passive income, because that can help you along the way. You never know when that unexpected money could be coming in, right? In addition, you also, if you're like a product person, you're a creative person, or you're an artist, I think it's really helpful to do merchandise, right? So some people love merchandise. I just have this one mug that says Velvet Lips. That's it. I don't sell these on my website, nothing. I was just like, I just want a mug with my logo on it. That's it. And so, so that's also something to think about, right? Like selling merchandise. Luna is really good. If you did not get a chance to go to the business summit, Luna talked about merchandise, protecting your IP, thinking about trademarking, getting your product out there, what it takes to get your product out there, what do you call it? She's got the toy and the mugs and the all sorts of things, right? So there's lots of different fun stuff that Luna has that you can buy from her. It has like the kink kits, right? The little things where you can put things in, little bags where you can put things in, like all sorts of really fun merch with and all of the different like things that she's come up with creatively over the past, over these years. So really could be a way for passive income because you could sell it on your website, you could sell it via Etsy, you could sell it on all sorts of different platforms. And that way, again, passive income coming in. I definitely encourage you, like, drop ship, do the things. If there is a drop ship way of doing it, highly, highly encourage you to do that because it can be super, super helpful. Yeah. So let's see here. But this week, since I'm all done talking about merchandise and writing and books, the another way to diversify your income is to think about different partnerships and influencerships, right? So for instance, like the sex educators of TikTok, they got together and they are doing partnership with some major brands, right? So not only are they going to be putting out content for those brands, but they came together as one, right? The sex educators of TikTok, and they're coming together as one, and they honed in their ability to capture these large audiences for those partnerships, for those partnerships and influencer stuff. So I highly encourage you to, if you are a social media person and love to be on social media, to use that to your advantage, to acquire partnerships, to acquire for folks to do influencer stuff. Get the stuff that you want done, right? If you are like, but Marla, I'm shadow banned, that's okay. Because I know people have been thinking about this, but you can get your free social media cheat sheet from me. All you have to do is go to qrco.de/5solutions, right? qrco.de/5solutions. And that will get your free social media cheat sheet so you don't get banned. Even some of the words that I'm saying today, who knows how I might be. I haven't looked at my account. Hopefully I'm still in good standing, but they like to be funny every once in a while. They like to be, they play you a little bit. So, but it's all good. And then once you get that social media cheat sheet and you like that, you want to take it a step further, you can go ahead and take my class. And my class will tell you all about how to navigate social media, what that looks like, and how you can really, and that class is coming up in a couple weeks. I know some folks have already signed up for it. But I have the class every month. It's a live class. It's not recorded. So every week I talk about something different, but usually it just has to do with how to navigate social media in this world where we can be shadow banned, deleted, deplatformed, all the things, just for doing the work that we do. So I really want you to be empowered with your education and know that there are ways to get around the things in hopes that you will do better and be better at your social media. So yes, get your free social media cheat sheet there. But anyway, so thinking about those partnerships, right? Thinking about the ways that you can bring people on. And currently, like, I have a partnership with the adult toy shop, and and with them, I'm having the owner come on Monday for my Love Tips and Velvet Lips show to talk about the things, because, we're talking about pleasure and the big O and all of that stuff. So, I'm going to have her on and, talk about her business. But really developing these partnerships are really crucial, I think, if you want to diversify your income, so your income is not only coming from one place. So yeah, I can do tons of trainings and things like that, or go about it in different ways. But honestly, I love being an entrepreneur because there's such a variety in the type of work that I can do, and I'm really thankful that I have the skill set to do it. And so I highly encourage you to, if you have these skill sets, to come on, like make it happen. You know what I mean? Make it happen. So yeah, again, go ahead, get that free social media cheat sheet so you can be in the clear. I currently have a partnership with Starship too. And what's really great about Starship is that, what happened is that they ended up getting their page taken down. And it's because of those AI filters, right? It's because of those AI bots like roaming around. And so, it kind of sucks because then your handle dies in the abyss. And unless you're Mistress Marley, where you sue Instagram and get your get your page back, it can be a trying time. You know what I mean? And I don't know, it's something that you don't want to do. So I highly encourage you, yes, to do those things. But I think, having a really good partnership, something that's in alignment with you. I love how Starship is focusing on pelvic floor health and perimenopause, menopause stuff. My pinky toe is dipping into perimenopause, or even, toys for all bodies, things like that. So important. And so I feel like it's definitely in alignment with what I have going on. And, there was a question that I'm going to be giving some really fun and great advice to some students over at Antioch University. And next week for Justine's class. And one of the classes was like, how do you make money? Like, how do you resolve things with your values? And the one thing you have to think about is that you have to be, what do you call it? You have to be in alignment, right? And, it sucks when sometimes those things aren't in alignment. So for instance, I can give you an example. One time this company wanted me to be in alignment because they were like, oh, we just heard you moved to Miami or Fort Lauderdale. We want to, do this thing with you. And so they sent me a toy, and that toy was so harsh on my nether regions that I was like, I cannot in good faith tell my people about this toy because of A, B, and C. If you fix maybe this thing, then, maybe we can talk more. And after giving them that advice around their toy and like how it didn't work for me and my body, they were like, they never contacted me again. And I was like, I get it. I'm basically kind of saying like, your toy could use some improvement. But they could have sent me something else. They could have been like, well, check this one out. Maybe that one's not right for your body. Maybe this one is, but not all partnerships for everybody. And you are not going to be in alignment with everybody. And that's okay. That's okay. There are other people to be in alignment with. There's plenty of people to collaborate with in this industry. So, don't get discouraged at any given point in time if that is, something you are thinking about. I just really want to encourage you to, feel good about your business and feel good about, how you are conducting yourself and that your values are aligned. With that said, if you please feel free to take a look at my Be Successful official coaching program. It is a lovely program, quite amazing. I believe so. And has a lot of different modules and talking all about business and helping you get the resources that you need to be successful in your endeavors. And so you can apply for my program. I get on a call with you, kind of see what you need, see if we're compatible, if we're not compatible, then hey, we can keep it moving. So, yeah, so many things. So anyway, I just wanted to say, yes, happy Saturday. Glad that you all are here. Thank you for, showing up, saying hi, giving hearts. And just to really think about your business, think about, how you are diversifying your income, how you are getting passive money in, how you are making money in your sleep. Oh my gosh. Somebody had a nice rhyme that I can't even remember right now. It was something like passive in my panties or something like that. It had to do with, getting income while you sleep. And I'm all about it, right? So I just highly encourage you to think about ways of diversifying your income and to ensure that, you can be successful in the things that you love to do. I love talking about this stuff. This is my passion. If you can't tell already, this is just a little bit of my office. If you saw the rest of my office, you'd be like, wow, Marla is really passionate. But thank you all for joining me. Please check out successful.biz and apply to be in my program. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email at gettips@velvetlipsexed.com, and I will be happy to answer them for you. In the meantime, stay wonderful, stay beautiful, keep doing your work. The people will love it. You know, do the things, the people will come, right? And I will see you all next week. All right. Bye.